welcome to Chateau des Airs. I'm Cakes, and this is an extension of my chateau. I am not in my shed today. I'm currently in my bathroom. So today I wanted to go over the top 8 plants that I think are great for new plant owners. And the reason I feel like they're great is because they don't need to be watered much, so you don't have to worry about that. And they're really beautiful, and a lot of them are easy to propagate. So if you want more plants like them, they're easy. So let's begin. P.S. I'm thinking about doing some more blonde in my hair. What do y'all think? Just side note, tell me what you think. Okay, so I'm gonna start with one of my all-time favorite easy plants, and it's the Monstera Deliciosa, and it's this one. My mom calls it the Swiss cheese plant. I think that you can also call it that. I just call it by its name, the Monstera. There are different kinds of Monstera. This is the Deliciosa. It's hard to say, so pardon me for not being able to pronounce it great. Please don't come for me. But I love this one because, as you can see, this one is got really beautiful green leaves. It's so easy. I mean, you just water it when it gets extremely dry, or at least that's what I do, and mine's been successful. I put it near a bright window, not directly, but near a very lit up room. In this case, this one goes in my bedroom. This is actually a cutting from a Monstera Mama that I have in my living room, which I will also put a picture up for you to see that. But it's just beautiful, and all you have to do is, to propagate it is cut it below the node and replant it, and you'll grow roots. Now, if you don't cut it below the node and you end up just cutting the limbs off, you can still put it in water. It will grow roots, but it won't grow a plant because you didn't cut it in the right place. So you need to cut it in the right place if you want to grow a plant. But if you just want it to look beautiful, just sitting in a vase, like I have one of those as well, where it's just sitting in a vase full of water, you can do that to propagate it, or you can just put a single one, a couple of pretty ones that you just snipped off, and just to decorate the house, and stick them in some water, and don't expect a new plant, but you at least have a couple of pretty leaves to show off. But I really love this one. I love you. Mommy loves you. Oh, Mommy loves you. So that's my first one. And yes, I'm crazy about my plants, so don't judge me, okay? And I just water this, and so I'm trying to let it continue to drain out. That's the other thing. You want to make sure that in any plant life, and I really don't care what plant you get, I try really hard not to get a pot that doesn't have a drain hole. It's important for the plant to be able to have water drain out of it, otherwise it gets root rot. And root rot is #1 killer in my house of plants. If I don't have a hole in the bottom, I know right away that it's gonna die. So I try to not let it sit in water. I try to let it drain out in the sink or in the bathtub or in the shower, wherever I'm watering it, and sometimes outside if it's nice. And that's what I do with that. So number two plant. I like the Sansevieria. It's also known as the mother-in-law tongue. This one specifically isn't, but I also have one here. There's different forms of them. They're very beautiful, and they are decorative, and they don't have to be in really bright light. Although, if you want it to grow fast, which I love growers, so I want to, don't go there. Anyway, so if I put it in front of the sun or closer to the window with a brighter light, it's going to grow more little stems and leaves. So that's what I try to do. And this is this one. It's so beautiful. And I'll put the technical name on here too, so you'll see it. But isn't it gorgeous? It's just so pretty. And this one I just love because it looks so different. It's just like a bunch of little fingers sticking out, like almost like it's a hand. like Edward Scissorhands or something. It's just like these cylinders of just leaves. And it's got a bunch of new ones coming in because like I said, I put it, you know, somewhere where it's really bright light. So I've got a bunch of new ones coming in. I love this plant. It's really good for new home planters, new plant owners. You know what I mean? These, I really don't even water them except for maybe once every couple weeks. Now, some people may disagree with that, but for me, I've killed them watering them too quick. So I try to just do it once every couple of weeks, sometimes even once every 3 weeks, depending on the weather, depending on how warm it is in the house. And also I might want to add with the Monstera and a lot of the ones I'm going to show you, humidity is a factor. So if you can put it in somewhere that's kind of humid, then that would be good. Now, I'm in my bathroom now, but not all these plants are in my bathroom. Like this one is not in my bathroom. I just put it in here for today for the video, but it's normally not in my bathroom. But it's a great one to start with. And I might want to note too, like, you can get these types. Like, I have never seen these at the normal places I go, which, let's be honest, is Home Depot or Lowe's. But the one place I go often that I do find a lot of unique plants is Kroger Marketplace. Honey, go there because you're going to find some unique stuff. Now, the one thing I have to tell you is that at Kroger Marketplace, they don't always take care of all of them. So just be careful, look for bugs, look for bad looking plants, and don't buy them if they look too terrible. Or if you want to rescue them, you can, but I don't advise you to put them around any of your other plants until you know for sure that it is clean and ready to be around other plants. They don't want diseases. My baby don't want disease, do you? No. Okay. By the way, I got this at Home Goods, this vase. So I'm going to try to tell you where I got this vases too. And it's just a cover pot. I don't do a lot of potting in a regular pot. Try not to anyway, just because then it's stuck in there and sometimes I can't get them out. So this is my cover pot. Little birds on it. And I got it at Home Goods. And they're so cheap at Home Goods. Like, I really, really like Home Goods. Their pots are not very expensive. Like sometimes you'll go and you'll get pots and you're like, that's outrageous. So anyway, Home Goods. And I also got both of those at Kroger Marketplace. So, and you can hear like little bell-like sounds because my dogs are all standing like right outside the door just waiting for me to come out. So anyway. So my next one, I'm going to go to my Dieffenbachia, which is also called the dumb cane. It's called the dumb cane not because it's dumb, how dare you, but because it has like a little secretion of some kind of oils or something supposedly on the leaves. And if they get close to your mouth or your dogs, like these are not good for dogs. So don't have them on the floor. I typically have these up higher. My dogs don't chew on leaves though. My puppy does because she's just dumb and she's a puppy and she's just learning. But you could see that the leaves are beautiful. The leaves are really pretty. They get really big. Like I have one that I'll put a picture up. It is huge and it started out smaller than this one. This one I actually got at Kroger Marketplace and I saved it because it was looking pitiful, but it was riddled with bugs. So I had to put it outside and I had to spray it and I had to make sure I got all the bugs off before I brought it in. And even when I brought it in, I made sure to keep it away from other, plants for a while until I got rid of the bugs. So the watering is a little different for these. I do still try to keep them when they get dry and then water them, but with the Dieffenbachia or the dumb cane, I typically just do it if it's like my meter, because I have a little meter. If my meter says that it's almost dry, but it's not quite dry yet, then I will give it some water. I typically try to do that. But they'll also show you because the leaves will start really being droopy and upset at you for not watering them. So you want them to stay pretty and, look like this. I feel like I'm looking through a jungle, like, hello. Anyway, so the Dieffenbachia is also a great plant, and they have several different kinds too. So this is just one of many of the Dieffenbachia plants, or the dumb canes. So I'll show you my camouflage one. Oh my god, so pretty. Anyway, and they look really pretty anywhere you put them. Like, also, they don't have to have high light. Like I said, you can put them in lower light areas, but they're not going to grow fast. They're going to be slow growers. But this one, I put in a window. It was very small, kind of pitiful. If I can find a picture, I'll put on there before and after. And I put it in front of the window, and it just bloomed like crazy. So it does matter. It does matter. Sun does matter. So if you have a low lit apartment or house or duplex or whatever you have, and you don't have a whole lot of light, then yes, you can have these plants, but just keep in mind that they're not going to grow as fast. That's all. Now you can get the little lamps that help them grow, that give them the extra rays that they need of light. I got a few of them out in my shed from Amazon. So you can do that. I mean, it works for sure. And then you can have whatever plant you want. So next one is the peperomia. So cute. Look at those shiny, beautiful leaves. They look like little cups. So cute. I just love it so much. Oh, I just love you so much. I got this cute little cover pot from Amazon. I got like 3 of them in different sizes for fairly cheap. So I'm just trying to let you know where I get the things. This cheap one right here is cute, but it came with the plant. It's actually a cover pot, but it came with it from Kroger. So that's where you could have got that one. Kroger's actually got some really cute pots too, like adorable. So this one's from Amazon. Anyway, peperomia. Peperomias, some people have issues with them. I don't have issues with them because what I do is I just put them in a very lit, warm area, and I don't water them unless they are completely dry. And again, these will let you know when you have abandoned them. They will be a little wimpy looking. They will not look like this. They'll look kind of softer and just kind of like the life is slowly being drained out of them because they don't have any food. They want to drink. So I just douse them with a good watering once every 2 weeks, the ones that are inside. I also have some outside that I have to water more often just because it's kind of warm outside, so I have to water it more often. But this one, once every 2 weeks. And I just check the soil with my meter reader. I'm trying to think if I brought that in here. I don't think I did. But anyways, you can get those at Amazon too. And I just stick it in there. Tells me like what if it's watered, if it needs water, if it has too much water, that type of thing. So these are just gorgeous leaves though, right? And you don't have to water these so much because they're kind of thick. So they're kind of like a succulent. You don't have to really water them. They're like this. They're like the Sansevieria ones, like these. You don't have to water, like I said, once every 3 weeks I water this because these are thick leaves, so they hold a lot of water in them. They're so cute. So, peperomias. I love you. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 that I got. So number 5. So there's a couple that I'm going to actually pick up the camera and show you because I don't feel like taking them down. But until then, I have the rubber tree, or rubber plant. Oh, and by the way, peperomias are actually rubber plants, FYI. This is another rubber plant. It's the burgundy one. It's actually really cute. I love the leaves a lot. They have really cute leaves. I don't know if you can see them good, but oh my god, they're so cute. And I love them. I really, really, really love them. And then they have this really beautiful burgundy color on the other side. It's just so pretty. And they actually are trees, so they will grow. This one has grown pretty substantially since I got it. The thing about ficus, because this is a ficus, elastica. The thing about a Ficus elastica is, and I have several Ficus because I just love Ficus, I really, really do. But the thing about Ficus elastica is that I found is you don't have to water them until they get really dry. I don't want to overwater my rubber plant because it does get affected. It'll start browning, the leaves will start falling off. It doesn't like it. So this is why I feel like this is a good plant for first-time plant owners, because if you're not good, or even if you're busy and you just don't have time to have a lot of plants, they're tolerant. So if you want to get these and then you can't really water them all the time, I say maybe once every week or 2 weeks, depending on how small the plant is, because the smaller they are, the more you have to water them, just because the less soil they have, they dry out. But with this one, like I just watered this last week and it's still feeling a little moist in there. No, I don't like that word either. But anyway, and also, so you know, I mist all of my plants with a little water mister. Like I literally spray down almost all the leaves because it adds the humidity factor that I was telling you about. So it perks them up. So that's why that one's so perky. That's why this one's pretty perky. Those, I mean, they really do flourish from you spritzing them a little bit with some water here and there. Okay, oh, this is a Kroger pot, by the way. It's so cute. Like, it's just cute. It's just this cute. So anyway, it's from Kroger. Now, H-E-B also has really cute pots. I'm not going to hate on H-E-B's pots because they got some cute pots too. So now I'm going to show you my heart leaf philodendron. I'm going to have to pick up the camera for that though. So here's the heart leaf philodendron. See how the leaves look like little hearts? And I have it hanging in this little ring thing that I got. See, it's like you can bolt it onto the wall. Amazon. And I hang it up here like that for my bathroom, so it just looks really pretty, and it really just hangs nicely. Oh, that was the pot. Oops. So I really love it, and this is the same. It doesn't need to be watered a lot. I do mist it. I do check it with the water meter. I have also overwatered them and they just turn yellow. They don't like it. They don't like it. So anyways, just don't get too crazy with it and it'll be all right. Now one of my other favorites is the ZZ plant. Oh my gosh, the ZZ plant is so super easy and it's so beautiful. I mean, just look at how gorgeous. I'm trying not to make it look so fuzzy, so I apologize. But how gorgeous these leaves are. Like, how could you not love this one? And it's great for first timers. It is very good about not having to be watered too often. It doesn't require a lot of light, although again, the more light, the more it grows. But I have this in my bathroom and I get pretty good light, but you know, not like I do in my living room, which is where most of my plants are. So I really love it. I really love it. And the ZZ plant's always just been really good to me. I have a few of them. I'm gonna be honest, I am a little addicted to all plants. There's not a favorite in here, and we don't talk about favorites in this house, especially when it comes to plants, because no, there's no favorites. So, see if I can put my camera back up. I've been having a hard time with this stupid camera. Okay. So, and then there's the pothos. And if you're old school, like I am, you can call everything ivy. It's not ivy, but it's okay if you call it that, because it kind of, it's, you know, it stretches out. It likes to hang. It's beautiful. I mean, how could you not love this? I mean, look how it just looks. I'm not gonna get it. I'm sorry, I gotta pull the sleeve off. Gross. But it's gorgeous. It just has really pretty leaves, and this one I actually have outside, so it's definitely gonna look better because it was outside, but I do have some in the house that I will also put pictures up of. They just have really pretty color to them, and they just are so easy to grow. Like, you don't have to water them very often. I do this one when it gets completely dry, sometimes once a week, sometimes once every 2 weeks. Depends on where it is, depends on the humidity factor. There's a lot of factors involved, but I would say if you needed to, once a week, you could have like a certain time limit, but I would just get a meter, like I said, and just measure to see if you even need to, because I mean, it's really beautiful. So I got this macrame from Amazon. It's really cute. So that's the, goodness, I lost track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 8. Did I say 8? 8th one. I could be wrong. I'm not a good mathematician. I'm not even a good counter. But I am good at growing plants. Now, I still have a lot of work to do, but I'm doing a lot better. I've always had them. I've always loved them. It's just nice to see something that you bought that might have been smaller and you made it this beautiful, huge, healthy plant. Sometimes it's just nice to feel like you're in like a nature atmosphere, which is what I really love about it, to be honest. I spend a lot of money on plants. So my husband doesn't really like me to buy them. I'm whispering because I might buy more and I don't want him to know. So that's our secret, okay? Don't tell him. Right now you can actually get plants for fairly cheap because they're out of season. I mean, we're in October, so people aren't really buying a whole lot of plants. I mean, I got a few of my plants from Kroger for like $4 for a decent plant, and then I think $9 for a bigger plant. So that's actually pretty decent. But I'm not gonna tell you how much I've spent on plants. You gotta be easy with the plant addiction because it does get expensive. That's why it's important to learn how to propagate. That's why I learned how to propagate. And we'll go over all that again if you're interested in another video. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. I love my plants. Let me know if you'd like to see more videos on my plants or plants in general. And don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a blessed day. I'm out.